So I'm going to demo those two poses that are actually two of my favorite poses. So how you'll start, everybody, is you'll come into a tabletop position, whether it be on a yoga mat or a rug. Just if there's a hard surface, just place a blanket or just the yoga mat if you have one underneath your knees and maybe even your ankles as well. And what you'll do from here is you'll keep your hips exactly where they are, and you want them stacked right over your knees, because if you go too far back, it engages the thighs, it engages the core, and if you go too far forward, it starts to engage the back muscles of the legs. So you really want to have that stabilized here, and you'll walk your hands forward, and you'll let your forehead rest on the yoga mat. Notice how my armpit line is opening up here, but at the same time, my forehead's grounding. The more you become comfortable with this pose, you can start to tense the fingers to get it to be a little bit more active. Or, if you like to open up more through the throat, the fifth chakra, you'll allow your chin to come down. And notice how I can still breathe, I can still speak here. So if that becomes an issue where you can't actually breathe or speak, just come back to where your forehead is. So that's Anahata Asana, heart-melting pose. And then, the second pose that I was talking about, it's called lizard lunge. So basically you'll step the left foot forward and you'll walk the toes to about 45 degrees, about to a 10 o'clock position, and both hands are on the inside. A couple of places you can go. The most passive version is you allow your chin to drop towards your chest, and if rocking feels good, moving side to side, by the way, blog world, I'm a mama's boy, so rocking feels really good side to side. She did it to me a lot as a kid, so I tend to sometimes do that as well. It's a really calming quality. So this is a really passive version of it. To make it a little bit more active, you'll feel the shoulders pull down the neck as the neck lengthens forward. Notice how I'm not arching it or slightly rounding as I lengthen forward. The shoulders pull back. The neck is long. The more active version is you'll tuck your back toes here of that right leg and you'll lengthen through. This is the most passive version. Now for those of you who are a little bit more of an active lifestyle or type A personalities like myself, sometimes we like a little core in our yoga. So you'll reach an arm forward and you'll reach another arm forward as well. It takes a lot of strength and a lot of ease to hold this here, using that breath to help support. To come back down, you'll bring your hands down, untuck the back toes, coming back into a tabletop. So that is my two favorite poses.
And say the names of them again.
So the first one is Anahata Asana, which is heart-melting pose. Anahata is actually your fourth chakra. And then lizard lunge is the second one. You can kind of think of it, right, like a lizard walking its legs forward. It's mid-bounding, right, so its hands come down, getting into that inner thigh.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome.